careful. And quality time is something that Bob and I have struggled with for many years. He's a busy man. And here is this girl that needs him. He's a man that accommodates me in his life. We work together, we play golf together, we are together, so much we are together. But at the end of the day, he can't understand me because I'm saying, you know, I need my date night. I mean, Jennie, we've been with you since morning, we were with you yesterday, we played golf on Sunday, so what is the problem? But now he understands. Tell these men to tell their something.
I think I've come to realize you could spend the days together, because I know there are some couples who actually work together from morning till evening. But as far as the other partner is concerned, that is public time. So you still need a time where you'll just be the two of you, no interference from anywhere else, and then you create time to be together. It plays a big role if you could have a date in a week and reserve it for yourselves. Just the two of you. Probably have dinner together, just you. Playing golf, yes, you'll walk together, but the other people with you. You went to a wedding. I used to count because we've been together in a wedding. Now I go home, I'm okay, I'll leave her. And then maybe go join my friends. But now, she still feels you have not had time together. But for me, the quality time I knew of is as long as we are together some hours, I'm okay, I've covered that part. But there is more than just that. But it went further because we extended it to our children. We made sure that every week we had dinner as a family. In this dinner, you come, if there is no issue, you just enjoy dinner. If there is an issue, any one of you is free to tell it. And it brought us very close. We were able to tell Dad, you did this to me in public. I was a little embarrassed and this was not very nice. Then I would have to explain why I did it. So we had very free communication and it brought us free to tell one another anything during those times. So we would look forward to the Monday dinners to come and get support from your others, or you get corrected at the same time. So these are good things, and it is important that each one of us try and create time. If you didn't have any committed time for your partner, that just the two of you, please try and create time. You will see the changes it will bring in your relationships.
The last language of love is acts of service. Acts of service is a language of love. When you do something for someone and they feel appreciated, it's a language of love. I wonder what act of service that you know. Let's talk about it with your neighbor. What act of service are you?
As Jennie will tell you, the main thing, as you have heard, and as Shiro was trying to say, actually the issue here is to try and understand your partner's language of love. You may think what you like is what your partner likes. And you are surprised that what you are doing probably is pleasing the other partner. And probably not. So you are from here, because we came here to learn, you learn, we learn, everybody learns, is to try and learn what pleases my partner. Is it acts of service? Like for me, my act of service is food. You cook good food, wherever I am, I will still come. You'll be surprised anytime I go home, even tonight. Even if you are having dinner here, I must pass through the kitchen. So if you want to please me, go and please by Jennie. It's food. Food is my God. And on top of the food, there must be chapati. Let me tell you, friends, in my house, there has to be chapati from 1st of January to 31st of December each year. So they are refreshed all the time. One time, Jennie cooked chapos for a weekend. And on the 7th day, I came home and found there was chapatis, and then I thought, I've been very lucky. This whole week we've had chapatis. So she's confessed and said, I thought I was going to make you tired. So she saw in the process, I'm getting happy. So you see, Her language of love, my language of love
Not
is
time.
exhausted of having chapatis every day. But something I'm noticing, maybe you guys have noted, men like more acts of service.
When I was a young woman, this man just even used to tell me to put on the kanga. You know that leso? I think the food tasted better when he saw this woman just he loved that. Acts of service. So we have been learning about the languages of love. We've walked a journey from the philosophers, from the Greeks, from what scriptures say, from what we experience, from what we know as women we desire, and really, as women, we really just want to be loved. And the men want to be respected. And there's something about the men's shirt. That's my son right there. And I'm surprised that he leaves his shirts proper. Nobody touched my husband's shirts. Today, I have taught and mentored others, but I am supervised to make sure that, you see his shirt? Very important. And so that's what I said. The men say, before we talk with this woman who says I'm not loving her, can she respect me and clean my clothes and such? So let's understand that the feeling of that excitement of love is not going to take us anywhere. Understanding your partners or your girlfriends or your mother or your sister, your son's language of love is key to being able to communicate. Because I'm communicating in English right now and you're hearing me. If I spoke in Greek, French, German or Kiswahili, you wouldn't be hearing. That is exactly what happens when you don't communicate with your partner in the language that they understand. If you don't take anything home tonight, take home the desire to want to investigate and to understand your language of love and your partner's language of love, so that you stop crisscrossing one another. And I tell you, the minute that we discovered each other's language of love, we entered rest. I mean, we are not fighting anymore because I feel loved. And every woman that I interact with who feels challenged in the relationship always tells me, I'm not feeling loved. And the man always says, I don't understand what this woman wants. And so that is why I felt the desire to start our forum today with this topic, understanding the language of love.
I remember even having this conversation and saying, maybe you have been called to talk to the masses. Remember, and I think it was reiterated by someone else. For me, I'd like to suggest a topic. I'm sure it's there already. So this is me being ignorant, just suggesting it anyway. There's this thing, it's an alarming trend. There are very good men and women in the country who love, who try to understand, and who take that time to understand, is it maybe your girlfriend, or your boyfriend, or your wife, or your husband. But they meet up with these people, with these other people who are hurting. And you know, hurting people hurt others. So now we have these good people who have been hurt over and over and they're saying, I'm going to love, I'm going to love. But there's this one relationship that just tips off everything. And they say, this is the trend. Even me, I'm going to join them. So they stop laughing. So for me, it's not even for these ones who have stopped laughing. It's for those ones who are hurt.